And hopefully we have sound. Hi, welcome. This is May from Beautiful Leader. I'm going to keep it kind of quiet because it's really, really late at night here at 12:30 midnight in Hawaii. And the reason I'm doing this mastermind so late at night is because this is the only time that I have to do it. I'm using Monday night, and it is really late. I had work this morning. I hung out with my babies, did errands, and my husband in the evening, which I really enjoyed, and now is the only time now that there are things that I can actually do this kind of work. So if you are like me, a working mom, or someone who's just busy and who wants to change their life and has to still live their current life, then you totally understand where I'm coming from. Now, most people won't understand me because I do these things and I'm kind of a geek. I mean, I really, really, really actually work at what people tell me to do. And so you're going to see me and my family, we're going to skyrocket in the next month. It's going to be unbelievable for people. And they're going to be like, how did she do that? And I'll be like, look back at those freaking hangouts I did where I spent hours reprogramming my brain, and then you'll understand how I did it. However, in the meantime, doesn't matter. We're going to do the work now, and that's it. So if you're catching this live, awesome. Uh, I wouldn't be surprised if you don't, because it's really late at night, like I said, and most people are sleeping, and it's just like, what is she doing? She's crazy. And I wasn't even sure I was going to do this because honestly, I fell asleep on the floor with my baby just now, watching the 15K formula, which is this course on how to make money, how to make $15,000 a month doing internet business, which I have and own and love. And I fell asleep watching that with Jordan on my lap on the floor. And then I thought we were all going to go to bed, and here I am always doing that. So, when you're motivated, when you know what you want, you make mountains move, right? So here we go. This is about the value chapter. I am in charge of a group called Readers to Leaders. What is Readers to Leaders? It is a group where we are dedicated to reading books for the betterment of our leadership skills, for the betterment of society, for the benefit of the world. We do it because we believe we are important and we want to develop ourselves and become better people. So the book that we're reading now is called The Values Factor by Dr. John DeMartini. And last Mastermind, I worked on questions. I worked on the how to find your highest values, and I did mine again, and hopefully you followed along and did that. And you're going to have to go back to that hangout. I'm not doing that again right now. We do that every 3 months. I did it 2 days ago. So not even 2 days ago. I did it yesterday. Holy smoke. Okay. Okay. So, and then yesterday I did the first 3 questions. I finished them. There are 3 more questions to do. The reason we do these questions is because when you answer these questions 200 times each question, you reprogram your brain to financial freedom. According to Dr. John DeMartini, who I actually trust and believe that he knows what he's talking about, because he's a geek like me, total geek, I can tell. He's like a very studious, geeky kind of guy. So, I think that. So, without further ado, the next question. How is investing and learning the art of progressive investing with greater degrees of leverage and return going to be of great service, value, and benefit to you? Progressive investing means that as your wealth grows, you are able to take ever greater risks. For example, you might begin by putting $100 each month into an interest-bearing account. When you have accumulated a few $1,000, you might put half of your wealth into a collection of blue chip stocks. When that wealth has grown larger, you might put a portion of it into a collection of smaller and newer stocks that is riskier, but that offers a potentially greater rate of return. As your wealth grows, you are able to take greater risks and achieve greater rewards. Once again, answer that question at least 200 times. For example, to be able to take advantage of more progressive and elevated returns, to learn about companies and their financial strategies, to build a stable stack of cushioned investments, to diversify my portfolio to take advantage of different classes and sectors, to pool my money with other sophisticated investors. Okay. Wait. Let's do this. So if you come in late and you don't understand what I'm doing, you're just going to have to rewind to the beginning of this video. We're answering questions that will reprogram our brain toward financial freedom, and we're writing 200 answers to each question, okay? So I'm going to open up my Word document that I have, that I've been working on for these questions, and you can either do this on computer, you can do it by hand and write it. Doesn't matter, you just have to write 200 answers to each question. I already did the first 3 yesterday. You can check out that other mastermind. Just go to my blog, candoblog.com. There is a blog post of that video where we do the first 3 questions. And that blog post, that video is 4 hours long. So it took a while. Okay, so I'm going to repeat the question one more time, and then I'm just going to go at it. And then I hope you're there and that you have a pen and paper and that you're writing your answers to the question too, so that you get the full benefit and you can reprogram your brain too. And this is not easy for me. I'm reprogramming my brain. I'm kind of like a guinea pig for everyone to watch and see if this works. So we'll see what happens to May. And if she changes, then maybe it does work. Okay, so here's a question one more time, and let's go. How is investing and learning the art of progressive investing with greater degrees of leverage and return going to be of great service, value, and benefit to you? Okay, so before I go at this, I'm going to share, I forgot to share my post. There's one more page on Facebook. Sorry, I just want to get this done. This is really funny post. Alright, here we go. Okay, so here's my answers. I started answering and I did 20, so we're going to do 200. Number 1, to be able to take advantage of more progressive and elevated returns. Number 2, to learn about companies and their financial strategies. Number 3, to build a stable stack of cushioned investments. Number 4, to diversify my portfolio to take advantage of different classes and sectors. Number 5, to pool my money with other sophisticated investors. Number 6, to learn about blue chip stock. Number 7, to learn about smaller and newer stock. Number 8, to learn about speculation. Number 9, to learn the difference between investing and gambling. Number 10, to learn how to manage risk. Number 11, to learn how to invest wisely. Number 12, to learn how to invest for the long term. 13, to learn how to invest to gain maximum rate of return. 14, to learn how to invest like Warren Buffett. 15, to learn the vocabulary regarding the different types of investment. 16, to learn how to differentiate a good risk from a bad risk. 17, to learn how to maximize returns. 18, to learn how to minimize fees. 19, to learn how to minimize our tax burden from investing. 20, to learn how to love investing. Okay. So here we go. We have 200 of these. Now if you're watching this and you're like, this girl's crazy, it's true. And I don't really care what you think. I'm going to be financially free. And it's happening. I do have passive income. Unlike most people I know, I actually have passive income. Our family has about $400 a month in passive income. And that's money that we make without working. So it's going to be higher very soon. We'll see. Anyway, join in. If you're watching this, you might as well just do it with me. Okay, what are the other benefits of progressive investing? To learn how to be a strategic investor. Okay, 22. to learn how to manage my investment when I'm on vacation. 23. To learn how to delegate my investments to financial advisors. 24. To learn how to maintain the right proportion of investments in my portfolio. 25. To learn what an EFT is. Bring out words that I don't really understand. To learn how to properly use index funds. Okay, 27. To learn how to invest like a professional. 28. To learn how to invest in more sophisticated ways. 29. To get to know and learn from more advanced and successful investors. 30. To find out where to research for the best investment. 31. To find the best investments books and use them to gain knowledge. To make more returns. 32. To find the best television program on investing and using that information to improve my returns. So what else is there? To find the best magazine on investing and use the knowledge information to improve my returns. 4. To have a powerful mastermind only geared towards successful investing. 35. To learn to have a mindset that is geared towards successful investing. 36. To learn to have thoughts that create great returns on investment. 37. To be able to spot which company will be great investment. 38. To be able to spot which companies will be bad. What else? to learn how to pick up information out of the environment that will improve my investing. Oh yeah, to learn how to use the spiritual world, everyone like that to become better. Oh my goodness. To hone my investing intuition so that I can learn to trust myself to make the best investment. It's pretty good. I'm doing like 1 or 2 minutes. Pretty good, right? Should be 10 or 2 a.m. to become a sexy investor woman, admired by other men and women all over the world. Why not? Why not? Never to become great at foreign exchange. To learn how to invest large returns. Mastering short-term learn to properly utilize tools such as other thinking options to learn how to negotiate better interest rates and other by and investment. Seven, learn how to use the latest technology to improve investing. Learn how to hire other people. Technology to investing. 29. Learn how to improve the stocks of my own company. Improve to get in so that I can be inside legally so that I know when to invest at the rate. Learn how to rate international stocks. national stocks and other investment opportunities. 52. Learn to invest in digital currency effectively, such as Bitcoin, etc. 53. Learn how to bring in interns to teach investing and also delegate It's great. 54. Learn how to invest while even while sleeping. 55. Learn when to place orders so that so that buy low and sell. Learn about the best dividend yielding learn about them. Learn to take advantage of the best dividend yielding investment. Okay, we're over 25% done. Let's keep going. Learn how to invest US dollars. 59. Learn how to invest with Canadian dollars. I'm totally gonna do that. Okay. Learn how to invest with Chinese. People are investing in foreign currency and learn how to invest in freaking everything. 61. Learn how to invest with euros. 62. Learn how to invest with Danish krone. I'm just going to throw that in there. Why not? Oh my goodness, I'm going to stop that. Okay, learn how to invest wisely with municipal bonds. Sure, why not? Okay, 64. Learn how to invest in more obscure yet highly profitable ventures. Okay, so learn to find great advisors, capital angel investors to angel investors and how I can profit. Learn how to get on Shark Tank. Oh, that's funny. Okay. learn how to find celebrities who want to join investment with me. 70, learn how to first edition books. 1. Learn how to invest. This is one of my brothers. Learn how to learn how to invest. 74. Learn how to invest in baseball cards. 35. Learn how to invest. 76. Learn how to invest coins. 77. Learn how to invest insect collection. I just made that up. Whatever. I don't even know why I said that. Learn how to invest in areas where no one has invested before. Like search it, right? Okay. Learn how to invest in movie making. There you go. You learn how to invest in real estate. You want to learn how to successfully make real estate investment. You need to learn how to successfully real estate investment. I could actually split it up by state. There's only 50 states, right? Then I would have could jump up to 130 right now because it's the only state. Learn how to successfully make real estate. Canada. I'll just call this You just jumped on this hangout. You got to start from the beginning. I'm answering the question 200 times. Currently reprogramming my brain. Learn how to successfully make real estate investment. The real estate market is in a boom. 5. Learn how to read the real estate market to know effectively. Okay, 86. Learn how to interpret the Dow Jones. Learn how to interpret the Nasdaq. We learn how weather the economy, learn how to create financial trends. And learn about different markets to learn how to find expert investors to other learn how to tap into large cap market. Learn how to invest income. Learn how to invest in money from buying. Learn how to invest to improve education worldwide. And then learn how to invest to improve the situation. Learn how to invest to improve children worldwide. Learn how to invest to improve men's health worldwide. Need to get there. Learn how to invest to create a market. Learn how to stay when in that. Learn how to make decisions quickly that create massive impact. Learn how to invest with my learn how seven, learn how to invest in public learn how to create a large amount of return on investment while increasing the leverage. Nine, learn how to be humble, even as I get to be an expert investor. Okay, learn how to use the art of war and philosophy in that book to become a investor. Learn how to use my investment knowledge to teach other people. How to invest so that you can buy somebody is joining. Group said somebody has clicked the link and is joining the hangout. Though I cannot see them. I can just hear clicking. Hello, whoever you are. I'm going to continue on. If you just joined and you have a voice, you can say hi. I'm just listing 200 ways. 200 ways. Let me read the question again. How is investing and learning the art of progressive investing with greater degrees of leverage and return going to be great service, value, and benefit to you? So, talking about 200 ways that investing and learning the art of progressive investing with great degrees of leverage and return is going to be benefit to you. Okay. So whoever you are, if you want to talk, go ahead. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Sorry, I was like, I wasn't sure.
Sure about what?
No. Is it just me and you?
Right now, yeah. Sometimes people watch, actually. And hi. Now I see you.
I wasn't sure. I was like, oh, okay. It's different.
So, what is your name?
Kaliko.
Kaliko. Okay, I met you, right? I met you
Charlotte.
in Charlotte. Yeah. Okay. What are you doing up now?
Nothing.
Okay. Well, do you have a notebook or do you have a computer? Are you ready to type in?
Yep.
Okay. So what we're doing is we're masterminding, and I'm doing this because I want to reprogram my brain. However, anyone can do this. So that's why I opened it up to anyone who wants to join. Have to write 200 answers to each question, and because we write 200 answers, that reprograms our brain. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's like so like, why do I love my husband? And if I wrote 200 reasons I love my husband, I would program my brain to love him more. You know what I mean? I should probably do that.
Yeah.
I'll do that later. Okay, today we're doing financial freedom. So we're not doing loving husband. We'll do loving husband later. Anyway, so right now I'm working on this question. It's how is investing and learning the art of progressive investing with greater degrees of leverage and return going to be of great service, value, benefit to you? So it's like how is learning how to invest and also learn how to invest like in progressively, he calls it progressive investing. And what progressive investing means is that you start with a savings and then you move on to like something really conservative like bonds or CDs. And then you go on to like blue chip stocks. Then you go to like smaller stocks. And then you go to, you know, really penny stocks. And then you go to venture capital. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm learning. You're going in and out. Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. Well, I'm also on the phone, if that helps. I'm actually recording this on the phone too. You can actually call in if you don't hear me.
Okay.
So,
Let me get my phone.
all right. Wow, this is awesome. We have someone joining in, and it's so freaking late that I'm really surprised that anyone is joining in now. Oh, it's so funny. I did a hangout on Sunday, no one joined in, and it was not late. And I'm doing one in like the middle of the night on a Monday, and just Kaliko joined in. Hilarious.
Normally I'm up late because I work like till 2 in the morning.
Oh, you work till 2, and you're still working now?
No, I'm off now. Monday, Wednesdays is my early night, so I get hard time sleep.
Well, if you do this with me, I'll fall asleep. This is going to be a little dry, I have to tell you.
Okay.
Anyway.
How do I call you?
Okay, so let me see. The number is the same number as, wait, you know what? Let me just look. I have it on the Facebook post. Okay. Dial 712-432-1219.
Please enter your meeting ID followed by the pound or hash sign.
Okay, now put in 450-452-684. Pound.
Please wait. Please enter the reference number followed by the pound key. Enter the pound key to listen to the most recent.
You know what? I gave you the wrong number. Hang up. I'll do it again. I gave you the playback number. Ready? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Dial 712-432-1212.
Welcome. This service is provided by freeconferencecall.com. Please enter your meeting ID followed by the pound or hash sign.
Okay, press 450-452-684. Pound.
The recording has started. Please announce yourself.
You gotta turn your thing off speaker though, or something. Do you have headphones or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better. Now you can hear me, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're on the phone.
Yeah, it was like going in and out on my tablet, so I was
Yeah. So anyway, you can do it on the phone, you can do it on the Hangout. I have like multiple media here. You can call me, you can do it on the anyway. Okay, we go. So you got a pen and paper or something? Okay. So I'm just writing down my ideas, and if you don't have any ideas, you can write what I write too, just to go and do something, because I'm going to do this, I want to finish it tonight. And if you don't understand what I say, you can still write it down, and then you'll figure it out later.
Okay.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And then if you have ideas, please give me ideas, because I've been doing this by myself the last couple of days. Although I have a lot of ideas now, I guess I'm getting really good at. I think I'm ready to be free. It's a lot easier for me than before.
Okay.
Okay. So let's see. Do you have something to write with?
Yep. Writing.
Okay. So I'm actually at number 113. Yay! So I'm just writing why learning how to invest is going to be beneficial to me, right? So, let's see. Do you have any ideas on why it would be beneficial?
Why what is beneficial?
Learning how to invest.
Know where to place your money, I don't know, investing in your business, right?
Say again.
Like learning how to place your money and invest in your business type
Yeah.
stuff?
To learn how to place your money and invest in
Yeah,
your
like
business.
in your business versus spending everything you earn.
Okay, got it. Okay. To learn to invest money.
Mhm. Yeah. Some people, they don't do that, right? They spend first.
Yeah. Yep. I hear you. So then,
Money management.
I'm like super fast with this because I want to do 200 for 3 questions tonight, and I want to go to bed before I wake up for work. What do you do, Kaliko, by the way?
I'm actually a bartender at Hawaiian Brian's.
Oh, you're a bartender where?
Hawaiian Brian's? You live on Oahu, right?
Yeah. Hawaiian Ryan's?
Yeah, Puha.
Where is it at?
Kapiolani Boulevard. You know where 24-hour fitness is?
Yeah.
Yep.
Is
So
that
if you
right
go up
there?
that front, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I work right there. I work at First One Bank right there.
Oh, okay. Like right there.
Yeah, right there. We work out in the gym too, so it's like the whole area. We all work the same
Oh,
place.
really?
It's funny.
Come
My sister's
visit
a
me.
bartender. My sister's a bartender in DC.
Oh, it's fun.
Yeah, she likes it. I mean, you make a lot more money bartending than working at the bank. I guess
All
it depends
depends where you
where you
work.
bartend.
Yeah.
I think it
Yeah.
depends where you bartend. So, she makes more money than I make at the bank. Put it that way. Okay. So, learn how to invest in business to spending on it. Okay, I'm going to say learn in bars. Actors and actresses. They all Hard Rock Cafe, whatever they all do.
Hmm. Perfume. What are we thinking of again?
Benefits of learning how to invest. What is when you learn how to invest and you become a progressive investor? What are the benefits to you? And to me, the benefit is that I'm going to learn how to do all these things. I'm going to learn how to invest in perfume. I'm going to learn how to invest in bars and restaurants. I'm going to learn how to be an excellent money manager. I also put down things like I'm going to learn to invest so that the environment improves. Um, these are things in my head that I feel like I'm going to learn. When I become really good at investing, I'm going to learn these things, and it's something that I'm going to be happy
Like
about. So it
passionate.
benefits me.
Hmm.
So what benefits you is different from what benefits me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Although
Yeah.
although some of it might be the same, right? So maybe it's the same. Maybe like we learn how to control spending. That's the same, right? We both want that. Learn how to be an expert money manager. We both want that. Learn how to invest in business instead of spending it all, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, I just put in other things because progressive investing means that you start really small, like with a savings account, and then you move up to more advanced investing. So that's why I put learn how to invest in perfume because that's like a more advanced investment. It's like really specialized. And I'm just writing anything that comes to my head.
All right. And how many of these things we gotta come up with?
200.
200.
That's why
Come on,
I'm
yeah.
just writing. I'm on 118 right now.
18. Okay.
You can start with me and then just move on with me.
Okay.
I did 3 questions yesterday. I spent 4 hours on the hang up yesterday, and I did 13 questions to find my highest values, and then I did 3 questions of these to do to reprogram the brain for financial freedom. So this is the 4th question, and I want to finish all 6 questions. So I want to finish the last 3 tonight.
Sorry, I'm catching up.
Huh?
Sorry, I'm just catching up now.
Oh, it's okay. You
I
know,
missed the first one.
better to start than not start. Most people never start. So even if you start and you have to catch up, you know, whatever.
Bring it.
Exactly, right? So let's see, learn how to invest in
Your
live
business.
say again?
Right? No, your bit. Which one? Never mind.
Learn how to invest in growing local businesses. Invest in to preserve to in
Gosh, that's a hard question.
yeah, you know, actually that's the point. The book says that if it's really hard, then it means that you need to do it even more, because if it's really easy, it means that your brain is already programmed for financial freedom. And if you find it really hard to answer it, that means your brain is not programmed for financial freedom, and you have to do it. Like you have to make yourself do 200 answers, because it'll make your brain more open to be financially free. So I'm actually faster at it now because I think I've been reading about this so much, and I did the first 3 questions already. The first question took me a long time to do, and I had to have someone help me. I had to, this guy helped me with the answers because it was hard for me to think of 200 things. And I spent, I don't know, I think I spent 3 hours or 4 just to do the first time I did it. It took me hours and hours to do 200. I just got stumped, you know. It's like I couldn't think of what to say. Like I had no idea, and I would just sit there going, and it's because my brain had never thought of this before, and that's why I'm not financially free yet, because when your brain thinks of these things fast and quick, then you're going to be free because you're seeing the opportunities and you know what to look for and you understand it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
When you don't understand it, then it's just like another language, right? So, you know, when you go into like a new environment, like when you join this business, everyone's talking about autoresponders and whatever, and you're like, what are you talking about, right? No idea what people are talking about, landing pages, and you have no idea what they're saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I first joined Empower Network, I
Totally
had,
learning.
say again?
I'm totally learning.
Yeah. When I first joined Empower Network last year, I had no idea what they were talking about all the time. They're like, oh, you have to make this landing page and then the sales page. I had no idea what the difference between a landing page and a sales page was. No idea. And I didn't know anything. I didn't know. It was hard to even have conversations with my sponsor because I did not understand what he was talking about. So, and that's the same thing with this. Like when you want to, like say you want to be financially free, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Well, in the beginning, you might not even know what that means. Like you might think, oh, financially free means to have money. That's not necessarily what financially free means because I know people who have a lot of money who are not free because their mortgage is $4,000 a month and they have these huge car payments and they're sending their kids to school and they have so many expenses that even though they have a lot of money, they're not free. They have to work.
Well, have enough.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Now, so to become financially free, you have to like learn a different vocabulary, and I actually had to program my brain to understand what it meant because most people in our lifetime will never be financially free. Most people will never be financially free, and that's because they don't understand what it is. And what it is that you make money. You have to make money without working. So that's why we're talking about investments right now, because the only way to make money without working is either to have a business that makes you profit and you have other people running it, so you're not working, they are, however you get the money, or you have investments and they give you money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you have to have enough money coming in where you don't have to work so that that money covers your expenses. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what that means is that let's say I put all this money in a stock and it's giving me back dividends. Do you know what dividends are, Lisa?
No.
No. Okay. So you know what? If you put money into a savings account, you know what interest is?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's kind of the same thing. You can put money in a stock and it gives you dividends. It's like money they give back.
Like
But it
money
is
back.
it's like you're giving the company money and they're using that money to create a profit and they're sharing it with you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So you putting money in that company is like giving them money so that they can run a better business and they can do more stuff, and then they make more money, and then they give some of that money back to you, and it's called a dividend.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can you can put money in a savings account and make interest. I mean, you have to have a lot of money because the interest rate is so low right now. Interest rate is like 0.01%.
Oh
So it's
gosh.
really low. So I mean, you have to have a lot of money in a savings account to make enough interest to pay your bills. Okay. So it's good to learn about investing in all kinds of investments, not just savings. So the book recommends you start with savings because it's the safest. You just put your money in a savings account. It's safe. It's not going to change in value. It's going to stay there. And then after you have a certain amount of money in savings, then you put money in a different investment that's still safe, however, gives you more return than savings. It gives you 5% or something instead of 0.01%.
Mm-hmm.
And they call it progressive investing because you're gradually investing in things that are more and more difficult to understand, kind of. However, they give you more money back. They're riskier. So let's see, like an example is like Kiala Kanai has a business right now, right? And he actually talked to me like he may want to borrow money from me so that he can do advertising to make more money, and then he would give me part of that return. Okay, so Kiala's already made $250,000, right, in Empower Network.
Yep.
So he's pretty good at what he's doing. So, you know, from his track record, I could say, okay, yeah, I'll lend you some money, and then you can do investments, and then, advertising, and then you'll make more money, and then you'll give me part of it. However, it's not guaranteed like a savings account, because maybe his advertising will suck, and he won't get any sales. You know, or maybe he won't profit like he thought he would, you know, or maybe he'll make a huge profit and I'll make way more than I imagined. So that's a riskier investment. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So you start with savings, which is really, really safe, really easy. You just open a savings account, put money in it. You make a tiny little bit of money on 1.01%. And then that's, you know, if you 0.01% is like if you put in like $1,000, you're gonna make like 4 cents. Okay. Very little, like 1 cent. 1 penny. So it's really small return. However, your money will, it won't decrease in value, it won't go down, it stays there. So just the fact that we're having this conversation, you're becoming smarter on money, and then you're more likely to become financially free now, just because of this conversation. Does that make sense?
Yeah, complete.
Yeah, because I don't know. I've been trained because I've been playing this game called Cash Flow. It's a board game, and it's just a game where you play it, and then you become financially free, and then you become wealthy, and it trains you to focus on your passive income, not your income, your passive income. Most people don't look at passive income. Most people just look at their income. They look at their job and they're like, how much money did I make? Right? They don't look at their passive income. Most people don't have any passive income. They don't, because they never think about it. They never actually do anything to get any passive income because they just don't realize it exists. For me, I didn't know passive income existed until like 4 years ago, because I started learning about money, and then I found out that you can get things like passive income, and I didn't understand that really 4 years ago. And now my husband and I make about $400 a month in passive income. That's income we make from stocks, dividends.
Okay.
And it's not from the Power Network. The Power Network, to me, is not passive income. Power Network is very active income to me. I have to work to keep my team together. It's not passive to me. I mean, it's good. It's a business, and I think if it gets big enough, it will become more passive. However, even Lawrence Ham is working. He's made over $2 million, and he's still working. I don't think it's passive. Passive income is like, I don't have to do anything. I could fall asleep for a month, I could give birth to a baby, I could go on a vacation and still make the money, and it doesn't matter what I do. That's passive income. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So,
I'm writing it.
what?
I'm writing it all down here.
So that's good. Yeah. So I mean, my 120, learn how to invest and increase cash. So the way to become financially free, there's two important things. The first one is to increase passive income. Okay. Do you have any passive income right now?
Nope.
Right. So right now you have none. So you probably want to start getting passive income. That would be the first thing. That's number one.
Okay.
Number two, reduce expenses.
Ooh.
Because you become financially free when your passive income is equal to or greater than your expenses. So you become free faster by increasing passive income and decreasing expenses until they come together, and then you're free. Once you're free, you don't have to work a job anymore. So once you're free, you don't have to trade your time for money if you don't want to anymore. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Most people will never be free. Most people will never see this hangout. Most people will never learn this stuff. It's just how it is. I mean, the world is this way. I don't know why. Most people won't. However, some people will, and the rich people know about this. People who are really rich and wealthy, and they actually live a nice lifestyle, they understand this. People who are like rich and they work all the time, and they don't like their life, they don't understand. So there are a lot of people who don't understand this. There are people who make a lot of money that don't understand this, and people who make a little money that don't understand. Only very few people understand this. And I know some people who are financially free. They're our friends. We have one person on our team in Empower Network who is financially free. He doesn't have to work for money. So, I mean, there are people out there who are free. I mean, I have him and his wife are financially free. They work for fun. She doesn't really work at all. And he works for fun. He works for his own enjoyment. So, I mean, he's financially free. He's in Empower Network because Empower Network is more than about money. You know, Empower Network is about empowering people. And it's actually a very wonderful place to learn to grow and be a better leader. And so that's why he's in Empower Network. He's in Empower Network to earn money. However, he's in it to grow as a person. The difference, you know. So
yeah.
So I know people who are financially free. He's not the only person I know. I know other people who are free. So there are people who do it, and I hang out with those people because I want to be like them. So yeah, I do what they tell me to do. If they give me advice, I follow it. Most people, like I said, are not financially free. Most people will not understand this. Most people will never become financially free. They just don't understand this. And that's okay. I just want to be financially free. So
Me too.
Now, I love helping people who actually want to be financially free because I think it's fun and great. And so that's why I'm up at 1:43 a.m. talking to you about it. Anyway, that's why we do this. That's why this is important. So after this hangout, Kaliko, I would suggest you go back to the one I did yesterday. And it's on my blog, candoblog.com. It's the post I did yesterday, and it has the whole hangout recorded. And
okay.
I would do it if you're serious, because I do the whole thing from the very beginning. So, and then this is a continuation. So I would go back and back when you have time. Go back.
Okay.
because it explains a lot. And this is from this book, The Values Factor. This book is actually Keala Kanai, you know, he actually had us do a session with Jonathan Sugai, who teaches this stuff. And that's why I started reading. I started reading this book because of Keala, and he's training us in this method because Keala uses this to make his $250,000, right? So it works for him. So we're actually, I mean, this is actually from Keala's influence. So he actually worked on these questions. These questions that I'm working on right now, he has worked on these questions. So has Paul Woolley. Paul Woolley has worked on these questions. So all the leaders on our team, they have worked on these questions. So what I'm doing now is something that all the leaders are doing on our team.
Awesome.
Yeah. Now, have they spent the time to actually answer every question 200 times? I don't know, honestly. I would assume that Keala has, because he's, you know, gotten, you know, more return on his money. So, anyway, that's what we're doing. We're answering the question 200 times to reprogram our brain. And if it's really, really hard for you, it's because this is the first time you thought of this stuff, which is fine because everyone has to start somewhere, right? I've been learning about investing since 2010, and I've been learning about it just because I decided I was going to learn about it, and I just, you know, started from scratch. I started putting aside money, you know, in a saving, and then I put it in it. I opened an investment account on E-Trade, which is an online investment account thing. It's not that hard to open an account. However, you do need $500 or something like that to open an account. So you have to save first and get enough, and then you open an account. And then once you open an account, you can just invest. You just go buy stock and see what happens. And that's what I did.
Oh.
I had a friend who was an investor, and he would give me some advice on how to buy it, you know, what to do on the website, how to do it, and then he'd tell me some stocks he was investing in and why, and then he suggested a magazine for me to read called Money Magazine, which they no longer publish. However, I would read it, and it would teach me about what stocks are popular and why. And there are other magazines, you know, like Fortune Magazine, you know, Forbes Magazine. So there are magazines and other things that teach about stocks. And I just started reading about it because, you know, I didn't know anything about it, and I just wanted to learn. So I would read, and then I found out about stocks that pay dividends, and I found out that some stocks pay really high dividends. And so I started buying them, and now I get dividends.
Okay.
So it's pretty exciting.
I always wondered about it, but I never knew enough to actually like do anything about it.
Yeah, you know, you just have to go learn it. You know, and in the beginning, it kind of hard because it's hard to understand, and it's just the more you do it, the more you learn. And I mean, I've been doing it since 2010, so it's been 4 years now, and so, you know, it's been a while. And I'm not even close to being expert. However, I know more than I did when I started, which was nothing. When I started, I didn't really know anything. Now I know more than I did. Yeah. So anyway, you just have to start. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you're really interested in it, people will help you. Like if you really, really want to know what we do, I'll show you if you want to see. Like my husband and I, you can come over. and play cash flow with us, and then we'll show you what we did to buy dividend stocks, because you can do it. It's not hard. I've shown a couple people, more than a couple. I've shown like, I don't know, not that many, however, like 5 people. I'd say 2 of them actually started doing what we do, and they're making money. It's not hard. It's not hard, actually. You just have to go do it. It's not even that difficult. It's easier than Empower Network. Empower Network is harder, I think, than investing.
It's hard.
Empower Network is good, though. It's just, I think investing is easier than Empower Network. Empower Network will make more money faster, I think, than investing. It depends. I mean, however, for me, investing is a kind of gradual thing, and sometimes you lose money, sometimes you gain money, and it's like the return is not as high as Empower. Empower Network can make a lot of money. I mean, you really can.
Just gotta know how to do all that, I don't know, stuff.
All you really have to know how to do in Empower Network to make money is know how to make sales. Once you learn how to make sales, you start making money. Huh?
There's plenty different ways to do that, though. Like,
yeah, it doesn't matter which way you use, as long as you start making sales. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how you do it, as long as you start making sales, that's when you make money.
I'm just trying to figure out my routes, what my niche, as you said.
Yeah. I understand. It's full time. It took me 3 months before I started really making money in partner. And that was 3 months of doing it every day for an hour to a day. So I was like really focused, doing my best, listening to the outlet, doing what he's going to do. And I got all in the second week. So, you know, I was very serious. And it took me 3 months before I started making money. Yeah, though I think it's probably the fastest way you can make money that I know of online in your own home-based business. Some people make a lot of money in other businesses. I haven't. This one's the easiest one for me. It's because once you get good at it, you can actually get people to buy from you, and they don't know who you are. You put out an ad, and they become interested, and they come to you. And it's so easy to sell to people when they come to you. You know? So Empower Network teaches you how to do that.
I know. In fact, I messaged you about the Facebook co-op. Remember?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you need more money.
I'm not. I was like, I had no idea what that was. I was like,
It's good to ask, you know.
Loss.
I'm gonna put that in. Learn how to invest in successful co-op.
What is that? What kind of co-op?
Co-ops are interesting. You know, people look at them from the outside. It looks so glamorous. Oh my gosh, it's so great. And when you're really in it, sometimes they're really great, and sometimes they're not. We're still mastering the whole thing. Interesting process. Learn how to invest in successful co-ops and empowerment. And growing mobile businesses. So, let's see, what else is good? For this question, we have to talk about the benefits of learning to invest and learning how to, with greater degrees of leverage in return. You probably don't know what leverage means. Do you know what leverage means?
Leverage. So that's when you use something to kind of spring. I don't know how to say that.
Kind of, yeah. You use something to, like a tool, to do more. Yeah. Learn how to leverage other people's money
how we leverage the internet, right, to get our business out there.
It was. I just used it. So they often say learn how to leverage money. Like say you borrow money from the bank and you buy a property and then you rent it out. Well, you just use the bank's money to buy a property and now you're making money from the renter. The renter's paying the mortgage and you're getting a profit. So you use other people's money to make money.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense?
Yeah.
So you say leverage other people's money to make money. That's one example that most people understand. In our business, someone might lend money to someone to do advertising and then they make a lot of money and then they give back money. So that person who borrowed the money, they leverage someone else's money to make money. Learn how to invest with lending, investments. I don't know most of them. I'm just hard money lending is when you just lend somebody their borrowing out of bank. You know what I mean? It's called hard money lending. A lot of money from hard money lending because usually you get better interest rates. However, there's a lot of risk in hard money lending because the person might not pay you back. So, for my husband, Jamal does hard money lending. He will lend money. Some people on our network team need money. People lend it to them and they'll give it back to the interest. And he makes more from those loans than if you put it in a bank account because they pay more interest back. That's hard money lending. However, you have to lend to people who will pay you back. Don't ever lend to your best friend. Just telling you.
You know, honestly, when somebody asks me if they can borrow, I know that they're already in a position where they ain't gonna be able to pay you back. That's why they're asking, for help. So my grandma always told me, you give money out, count it gone. Don't ever expect it back. And if it does come back, lucky.
Yeah. So if you're, that's not investing, that's giving money away, right?
Yeah, sort of. I mean, since we're on the subject of lending.
Yeah,
that's
so,
the kind of situations for me. I need help, I pay back.
Yeah, that's a different thing. So we both, my husband and I learned the hard way because we both lent to best friends who didn't pay us back. And so we know never do that again. Because it's a big deal, because you lend out this money and it's kind of a sizable amount of money. For me, I didn't get burned that bad. My husband got burned more. He lent out more money. And that money that he lent out could have been put in a dividend yielding stock, which could be giving him $200 a month. Instead, it went to a friend who never paid it back. So he's losing that $200 a month he could be making for the rest of his life. Instead, he gave it to a friend who didn't pay it back. So,
Damn.
It's a big deal. It's like, it's kind of hard too when family want money and they guilt trip you. It's really hard to say no.
I know.
However, in order to be wealthy, that's one of the skills we have to learn is to learn what the wise investment is.
Yeah.
You have to learn to say no. Learn how to invest while managing risk. Learn how to invest that in there? I think I did. Learn how to invest in precious. I didn't say anything in my head. Natural. Learn how to invest and emerging technology.
Cars.
Did you say cars?
Yeah. Invest in cars.
Yeah.
Learn how to invest in cars.
Cars. Learn how to invest in cars.
Buy them.
There's a lot of investment in cars, just like houses. Learn how to invest in.
Go to the auction.
Um, learn how to invest in cell phone. To what to take over. Um, with cash reserves. Have savings. It just makes you feel better. That's one thing. You feel better that you have cash. And then another thing is, say the stock market crashes and everything is super cheap. Well, now you can take your cash and buy everything, so that when the stock market recovers, you'll be filthy rich. So you always have to have cash on hand so you can do things like that. Like no room
That's
to
where
buy.
bartending comes in.
That's when bartending comes in.
Yeah. Cash on hand, that's every day. Every day.
Learn how to invest with a partners, because you need more money, and if you combine, you can have a better.
Like the co-ops.
Another, you can always make an investment by opening up a fitness or what do you call CrossFit. A lot of people opening CrossFit. Again?
Franchise?
Franchise. Yeah. Learn how.
I want to own Starbucks.
Invest by owning Starbucks.
I love coffee.
My only.
I was just thinking that.
145. Learn how to.
Think about it, they make money.
Okay, I think they make money. They're around everywhere.
I know.
Learn how to invest in recycling. Garbage. Yeah, you see it. Like processing garbage.
Sportswear.
Third world. 50. Learn in audiobooks. Learn to invest in. I'm just thinking of anything.
Calendars.
Calendar?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put it down. Learn. Mutual.
That's two different ones.
That's true. Hair products, and then I'm going to do different. Product 159.
Put hair salon.
160.
Shoes. Sportswear. Sportswear. So everything's sports. Yeah, like
Sportswear. That's where
what is that?
online brokerages are online businesses that help you buy stocks. I think they get a lot of business, so I'm thinking we could invest in too.
I know.
Because I give them business.
Gosh.
Project. That is a conference related to the project.
Music equipment.
Invest in learn how to business.
You got that on radio? You got that on the radio?
I did that one already?
Yeah, that one was like 113.
Maybe. That one's like invest money in the business.
Oh,
So one is like invested instead of spending. This one is invested so that I make more money. Learn how to invest.
purses.
Yeah.
Purses.
Purses. Cool. Purses. Lucrative. I make great return. Invest more. Animals. And pets, right? Learn how to invest in pets. Yeah, dog.
Like $5,000. Easy.
Yeah. Learn how to invest in furniture. Yeah. Learn how to invest in construction. 75. Learn 77. Learn how to
I'm looking around my house too, but no, I said I'm looking around my house too. Like,
to see around your house to see what you can invest in.
Yeah.
Learn how to invest in the telephone book. 178. DVD players?
Blu-ray. That's two. Surround sounds.
Learn how to invest.
TVs. Okay, just the electronic circuit. Dressers. Dressers.
Dresses. I have learned how to invest in air conditioning.
Lifestyle.
Appliance.
Lifestyle. Is that like a dairy or something? Fruits.
Fruit?
Fruits.
That's a good one. We're on 91 already.
Plants.
And,
Plants.
okay. I put beef jerky.
That's one.
Okay, learn how to invest. Clean.
So,
Learn.
so
200. Learn how to
jackets.
what did you say?
Jackets.
200. 110. Yay! See, look how easy it got. It got much easier for you, didn't it? In the beginning?
Yep.
It was hard in the beginning, now it's easy. Number 5. How is building and amassing a vast financial fortune going to be a great service, value, and benefit to you? You need to answer 200 times. Okay, so how is building and amassing a vast financial fortune? So
lots of
we're not supposed to talk about it with all these questions. We're not supposed to talk about what we're going to spend the money on. We're supposed to talk about the benefit to us in having the money, not in spending it all. Because if you spend it all, you don't have it anymore. Okay, so
So we gotta come up with 200 things.
200 things. Yeah, he gives us 5. So I usually start with his 5 and just copy them. So he says, number 1 is to be able to build a stable nest egg. That's a benefit. That's a good benefit. Number 2, to be able to draw in even more wealth building opportunities. Number 3, to be able to endure any form of socioeconomic volatility. That means if anything happens in the economy, we can still be okay because we have a lot of money. Number 4, to be able to build an enduring brand. That's like Starbucks. Number 5, to be able to select the individuals or companies that I associate with. So if you have a huge amount of money, you can actually choose people to work with because everyone will want to work with you. That makes sense. It's like Walter Gates. Bill Gates. Walter Gates. Bill Gates can work with pretty much anyone he wants to because he's so rich. He can just choose the people he wants to work with because you get more power. That you can actually just pick the people.
And they'll work with him back.
That's 5. Those are good ones. He always has good ones. I just copy. Those are great. I'll use them. Now we have to do the next one. So this one I think is easier than the last one. How is building and amassing a vast financial fortune? So basically building and having a lot of money. How is that going to be a great service value benefit to you? Able to live
That's a good one. Expensive. I just think a lot of time.
think a lot of what?
Family time. The kids.
Oh, to be able to have family. Able to
less stress.
relax.
Yeah.
To be able to relax more. To be able to relax freely.
Yeah.
Okay, and then have time freedom. Important, yeah.
Hmm? Help others.
Help others.
Help others in an impactful way.
Impact what?
In impactful way.
Impact. I didn't understand. What?
Impactful way.
in an impactful way, to help others in an impactful way.
That's my daughter.
To be able to I think that's the word. To be able
Create.
to help me be able to create term organization. I'll just leave it at period. Okay. Number 17. To be able to 20. The name I've been listening to him the whole time. Wayne Dyer.
What is his name?
Then.
To be able to bless others.
To bless others. You're not able to do that now?
Can, but like even more so.
Oh, I see. To be able to list things to do. Two. My and we have 36 here. Hire people to help working. Maybe 8. To be able to exclusive that I didn't even know existed.
Mm.
To be able to save
What was that one again?
just saying stuff coming to my head, man.
I have this problem.
Alright, we come out at night. Yeah, I'll be back. Okay. Okay, to be able to help more um to be able to example to be able to build a stable net deck, to be able to draw an even more offloading application. Oh yeah, to be able to endure any form of social build and enjoy brand with the other compromises. Um, to be able to focus my energy to become a learn to learn how to learn new languages. Meet new people. Learn how to escape to appreciate that I have treated an effective tool And so that it benefits improve huh? Oh, to have a documentary about me? That's a good one. Okay. Probably gonna be a book written then. Maybe a television series. Oh, I did the television. I didn't do the movie yet. Huh? Ooh, see, I wouldn't have thought of that. Whatever I do, it's gonna be about talking. Okay, makes sense. I'm gonna say to have my own talk show that inspires the world to be better. 52. Provide even more value. Master understanding the explore
Create your own training. Right. Right. use
staff. Create to learn how to use fire to be able to be able to be
That's good.
To create jobs.
This is hard. 200 things.
What?
Hard. 200 things.
I know. I have to keep going. Reprograms the brain, man. Reprograms the brain. I'm on 91 right now. It's good. I have better ones, like to fuel the economy, to create jobs, to help create more businesses. To help at-risk youth. To introduce the community to classes and
It's massive events. For massive events.
create
Yeah.
power network.
Ever.
To be able to be To be able to take heat
On a football team. On a on a basketball team.
Okay.
NFL, NBA.
Let's see. To be able to own 18, 109. What is the kind of team? Stadium.
Expand Ronald McDonald.
Ronald
I
McDonald.
love the Ronald.
Ronald McDonald House. Okay.
One of my twin surgeries.
Okay.
Surgery.
To be able to
Expand. I want to expand.
expand.
Make it
To
bigger.
be able to expand. To be get enough vague. I'm on 114. It's pretty good. Oh my goodness.
Open more preschools.
Huh? One more discipline. Open more preschool. To be able to create able to read
Me too, but I didn't think I'd read about it.
you're interested in something, the more it's fun to read about it. And I started getting more interested in money, then it got more fun to read about. Once I realized I really wanted to learn more about money and grow it, I started getting more excited about it.
Makes sense.
To be more stylish.
Mhm.
So once I get to 200 names in a comment,
I know.
learn
I
how
got
to
3 hours.
minutes. Be free to be able to have as many children
How many you guys have?
I have one kid. I have one.
Oh. One.
I have 8.
have 6.
You have 6?
Yeah.
See? 4 is not a lot. You have 6. Yeah. We try.
Debt free.
Huh?
Debt free.
Oh, okay. Go to this.
Definitely.
Is where to go to.
Yours?
To where fitness.
What? Have a name. I know.
I'll be back after this. 50 more and then we'll be done. have a baby there.
Oh,
Okay, we will call it a night.
okay.
At 1:46. I'll have to do it again later. So you can go back, look at the other hangout right there.
Okay. And it's on where?
It's on my blog. See the URL there, candoitblog.com. candoitblog.com. So just go there, and I have a blog post
Okay.
from yesterday. So that's the one.
Okay.
Right. Joining in.
Thanks.
I'm gonna hang out. Have a good night.
You too.